Hello, and welcome to this webinar organized by Center for Intelligent Product Development, in which we will share with you a unique opportunity which can help you to catapult your career into a completely new growth trajectory. So, before we start, it's important that we get to know each other. So, uh, my name is Anuj, and I'm a faculty in the EC department at IIIT Delhi. And as of now, I'm also playing the role of head of Center for Intelligent Product Development. Now, I'm just launching a poll, and it would be great if you could share with me your background and your insights so I would know who we are interacting with. You would see a poll in front of you. Please respond to it. Okay. So I see there's a mix of people from computer science, electronics, and other engineering backgrounds. I also see there are some third year students, many final year students, and also people who are interested in uh, not just upskilling to uh, have better career prospects, but also uh, kickstarting your product startup journey. That's very interesting. And a few of you are also looking for 6 months training in line with AICTE guidelines. It is so interesting to see that you are looking for opportunities of spending an immersive semester at IIIT Delhi. Okay, industry-oriented learning. That's also one key objective that you're looking for. Great. Thank you for sharing your input. We will see how the opportunity that we have in front of us caters to all the different aspects that are mentioned in that poll over there. Hmm. India is regarded worldwide as a software nation. We are the software backhouse of the entire world. And the challenge is that in recent times, AI and automation are eating away a lot of software jobs, software coding jobs, upgrades, maintenance. A lot of these jobs are the mainstay of Indian software ecosystem. So that is a risk that many of our engineering graduates are facing today. However, there is a very beautiful new story that is also emerging. In the Vision 2047, India has clearly set out an aspiration to be the product backhouse of the product nation for the world. And what that means is that a whole gamut of new job opportunities are starting to appear on the horizon. These job opportunities are linked to hardware engineering, system engineering, design thinking, systems thinking, and whatnot. Now, the world is looking at India to become a powerhouse for intelligent products, not just because India aspires to be that, but also because of the fact that there are some geopolitical tensions that are ongoing. And there's a huge dependence on just a few nations for hardware products today. In this scenario, there is a slight problem. While we have millions of engineers who are graduating every year, we have very few product builders. What do you mean by very few product builders and while we have so many engineers? See, most of our engineers are today oriented towards software jobs. When you when your code fails, what you need to do? All that you need to do is recompile the code, make some little correction, recompile the code, and it works within next 5 minutes. At times, it may take a few hours to debug and get it working. Am I right? Unless you made a huge blunder, this is how your codes typically play out. Hardware is different. Hardware is messy. If a hardware fails, then you have to go back to this drawing board. You have to make corrections. You have to uh, spend a lot of time and energy to recreate that hardware, bring it back online, and then it works. So if hardware fails, there is a big loop to go into. And while our engineering schools teach us a lot of theory of hardware. Real hardware is messy. Real hardware requires a lot of involvement. This is a huge gap in our education system. And it is because of this gap that careers stall. And it is this gap that we intend to fill with this offering that I'm going to talk to you about. So what I'm introducing to you is a 24-week intensive on-campus intelligent product development certificate program. This program is completely focused on designing products. You will be building to learn concepts. From week one, you will be building stuff. There is intensive industry engagement because we understand that uh, you build stuff in industry. There's a lot of discipline that is required. There's a lot of empirical knowledge that is required when we build products. And that is where industry engagement is at its peak over here. And we're talking about integrated curriculum. See, product development involves not just hardware, not just software, but an amalgamation of hardware skills, software skills, design thinking, industrial design, manufacturability, user interface, user experience, and so many more stuff. And in this curriculum, we offer you an integration of all these aspects. You will not find this in any engineering school in the country today. And in addition to that, the cherry on the cake is that we also offer entrepreneurial support. So while you build these exciting products, if you want to have your own startup, this is the place to come in. We will talk about the entrepreneurial support in just a little while. So when you are entering into this course, when you are enrolling for this program, you're not just getting into a 6 months course or something like that. You're actually plugging into an ecosystem. Our ecosystem includes curriculum partners, which are industry partners like ST Microelectronics, NXP, eInfochips, MoMagic, and also academic partners like IIIT Hyderabad, IIT Gandhinagar, IIT Delhi, NSUT, just to name a few. There are many more, by the way. And in addition to that, you also have mentorship. And this mentorship is offered by none other than CEOs and founders of companies like BiSquare Systems, Adroitech, Desmania, Eurus Networks, MoMagic, and so on. And in addition to that, we are also partnering with uh, the innovation and incubation centers like those of IIIT Delhi, IIT Delhi, that is IHFC, Electripreneur Park, which is a project by Software Technologies Parks of India, and Immersive Technology and Entrepreneurship Labs of IIT Madras. So we are bringing together an ecosystem, and when you enter and plug into this powerhouse ecosystem, you get unmatched value. This is something that you cannot simply get anywhere on LinkedIn. So this is a glimpse of a few mentors and faculty members who actually participated and helped us in the earlier cohorts. And these are the companies that they came from. Now, who belongs here? We're looking for product builders. So if you are a final year student and looking for upskilling yourself, getting yourself up and ready to get an industry job, uh, you know, have all the required skills there, this program is for you. If you're a recent graduate and are looking for uh, an interesting evergreen kind of a job which is resilient to the onslaught of AI, this program is for you. If you're an entrepreneur who has a product idea but doesn't know where to start, even if you know where to start, you are struggling because you do not really have all the key resources. This is the program for you. We have very well appointed labs, and you can have access to them through this program. And if you are an industry professional, you already have a job, but you want to pivot into high value ecosystems in the ESDM supply chain, this program is for you. This program is open to everyone in electronics, computer science, mechanical, and other allied branches. There is no age limit. So, all that you're looking for is your passion to make a difference, to build products, and to help India become a product nation. So, what are we covering in this program? In this program, you will get to experience the entire product development lifecycle. We will start with ideation, and we will start with design thinking, empathy maps, user interfaces. User-centered design is the key because if you do not design for the user, it doesn't work. We'll discuss and work on user experience design. We will obviously talk about embedded systems, embedded hardware, embedded software, and so on. But we will also talk about system integration and optimization. We'll talk about the difference between uh, bare metal programming and using hardware APIs. We will test, we will validate, we will look into certification, we will look into IP protection, and we are targeting that by the end of this 6 months, you will have a production ready prototype, which you can do a pilot launch for pilot users. So this program is not just small proof of concept building. This program actually intends to help you jumpstart your startup journey from an idea and help you take it to the production ready prototype there. So if you are those kinds who like to sit in a lecture and mull the theory and relax in the theory part of it, this program is not for you. In this program, we are looking for builders. We are looking for people who are ready to get their hands dirty. In this program, for week one, you will be working with hardware, you will be building stuff, you will be burning it, you will be breaking it, and you will be fixing it. So, if you are one of those kinds who enjoy doing all of this, then this program is for you. But why would employers hire from this place? Uh, the employers would hire from this simply because they know that you are hitting the ground running. They know they have developed this program with us, and they know that you're working on industry grade microcontrollers. They know that you have worked on Altium, Cadence, and other industry grade tools. Our students say that in this program, we learn about not to avoid problems, but to solve them like we do them in the industry. Industry needs problem solvers, not people with just certificates and degrees. And this is what this program prepares you for. And is it working? Yes, it is. I'm proud to say that earlier this year, our students won the first prize in ST AIoT Hackathon. They did not only win the cash prize, but also an opportunity for an 8 months internship in ST Microelectronics Greater Noida. In August 2025, two of our student teams were selected for the READY program, and in which they got 5 lakh rupees of funding to develop their idea, and which included also a stipend of up to 25,000 rupees. So this does work. But how much ever I may speak about this doesn't make a difference. What really does make a difference is what do our students speak. So let me share with you a few notes as shared by our students.
The certificate program in the CIPD didn't just teach me theory, but it gave me a complete engineering toolkit. I learned how to bridge gap between a product and a concept. The biggest lesson was the patience and consistency. I learned that the true engineering is not about avoiding mistakes. It's about working until we find a solution. The CIPD program installed technical depth as well as the design thinking that I needed to build my product harvesting. And it's a foundation for me for my future industry role.
Hey, I am Yash Agarwal. Before joining CIPD, I had some ideas but never had the confidence to convert them into real products. Thanks to CIPD, I am currently working on a product named Sourcing, and here what I learned the most is its prototyping, its testing, and about its complete firmware and PCB designing. Thanks to CIPD, I have far stronger career prospects because I have hands-on experience in real product development.
So the biggest contribution of IPD-CP for me was that it finally showed me what a real product development looks like. Instead of staying with theories, we were asked to build, test, refine, and ready hardware for actual use. Through this, I learned to handle problems the way an industry level engineer would. This experience shifted my perspective from an academic approach to a practical, industry oriented mindset.
The support in this program was fantastic, covering us at every single stage. First, we learned directly from industry mentors and industry professionals, clearing our knowledge gaps and helping us validate our product's feasibility. Then we were paired with an industry mentor. My team's personally was Ramendra Bhauni sir, CEO of BiSquare Systems, who guided us through everything, starting from component selection to PCB design. The lab support was amazing as well. The engineers always taught us how to debug our own work instead of doing it for us. I am fully satisfied with the support I got from CIP.
So, did you hear that? Uh, Not just theory, but a complete engineering toolkit. So that is the confidence and that is the zest that we intend to give the participants of this program. So, what I'm essentially bringing forth to you is that this program offers unmatched value. Uh, where a typical finishing school or a standard semester at IIIT Delhi would be something like 3 to 6 months long, this 6 months long program has product grade industry labs, where in a typical finishing school you will get exposed to trainers and alumni of those same institutes teaching. Over here, we have industry experts and CEOs coming to mentor you, to interact with you, to teach you. We have lifelong association with our graduate students, and we also have these scholarships and the stipends that are available through the Ready program and other possibilities that I will just talk about. So, when it comes to value or in terms to the investment that you have to make, uh, the investment that you're making in this program is half of what you would make in a standard semester at IIIT Delhi, but you're getting 50% more time. If you were just sitting in the next classroom from where we are conducting this program, you would be paying more than double the fees for accessing the same elite infrastructure that you get access to. And there are all these additional value adds that we just talked about. But we are not just talking about conducting a program. We are actually talking about giving you capital and investing in you. There is a support of up to 10 lakh rupees available for promising startup prospects. What that means is that if your product can be developed and is evolving as a promising product, then our incubation partners like IHFC, IIIT Delhi Innovation and Incubation Center, Electropreneur Park are ready to support you with funds like in the Ready program or the Entrepreneur in Residence program or the Nidhi Prayas DST schemes and many more. So there is no limit to how we can actually support you. So if you have product ideas, you should simply jump in. And if you are not sure if you want to start up, then there are already scholarships that we have. We have scholarships of up to 35,000 rupees for toppers in their colleges, for winners of product hackathons, for women innovators, for EWS candidates, and all this is being put in place so that finances do not become a barrier. There are deferred payment plans. There are so many things that we are putting into place so that if you are willing, then money should not be a barrier for you. So, what are we looking at? We are actually in the final phase of our admissions, and starting the next program. The admission application deadline closes on 12th of December. We have a written test on 14th, followed by a shortlist on 15th, interviews, interactions, and the final result on 20th. You deposit the fees and you report at IIIT Delhi on 1st of January 2026. So 1st of January 2026, it is not just a new year starting for you, it's a completely new phase of your life. I assure you of that. We have orientation and the classes start on 5th of January. So I'm really excited to have you as a part of our next cohort, and I look forward to seeing you soon. All that you need to do is scan this QR code, take out your phone, scan the QR code, fill the application form, and pay the application fee. If you would just wait for a moment, and if you're ready to fill the the form that we have at the closing, then we'll talk about the discounted payment fee, the discounted application fee. So, but before we come to that closing form, I'm uh, happy to respond to any questions that you may have. You may send them to me in my personal window, or you can send them in the comment chat also. So, how does this how does the program differ from the BTP projects that you are doing in your college, in your final year, and so on? So, for most of you in your BTP projects, you would typically be working on some theoretical topic, or even if you're building something, you would at most take it to a proof of concept level. You are working to demonstrate a technological solution to something. Over here, when we're talking about product development, we're talking about so many facets of product development. As I mentioned, starting from design thinking to user interface design, user experience design. We will also discuss about program management principles. We'll also look at IP protection. We will look at optimizing your software for the embedded hardware that you are building. There are so many facets to it. We will look at the visual design, we will look at the interaction design. There are so many different facets that we are looking at when we are developing products. Most importantly, we are looking at how to help you take this product into market, how to do market analysis, how to do feasibility analysis, what is designed for manufacturability. All these aspects are typically ignored in your standard BTP projects. So this is not your standard run-of-the-mill uh, project kind of a program. This is a completely different ballgame. Hmm. Okay, I have another question over here in my personal chat window. Uh, what type of value addition would my CV have? Will companies really be interested in this kind of a value add? Uh, Yes, as I mentioned earlier, this program is being curated, has been curated, and has been built in very, very close collaboration with our industry partners. Uh, you're not learning textbook stuff. You're learning from industry mentors and you're learning from the people who are actually going to hire you. You're learning from the likes of ST and NXPs, and you're learning what they want to hire for. So this program will give you hands-on skills which these companies value. It's almost like saying that even before joining these companies, you would have this 6 months of working experience, uh, and therefore they would really love to have you on board. Hmm? So this is something that really is valuable. Okay, about the support for startups. Okay, so thank you for this question, Harsh. We're looking at we're looking at support from our incubation partners, which, as I already mentioned, not it is not just IIIT Delhi's incubation center, but also those of IIT Delhi, IIT Madras, IISc Bangalore, uh, and the Electropreneur Park that we have, and many more. Hmm. So all these incubation centers have different kinds of programs to support budding startups. Depending on the technology readiness level of your idea of your product, you could be eligible for something like an entrepreneur in residence program where you could get stipend of up to 35,000 rupees a month while you work on your product. And this could go on for about an year. Or you could be participating in the Ready program, where they will give you a stipend of up to 25,000 rupees a month, but also funds to mature your product and take it to the market, which could be up to 5 lakh rupees. Then there are Nidhi Prayas schemes through which you could get up to 10 lakh rupees for developing your product and taking it to the market. And then this is just the first step. All these partners that I have just talked about, they also have mechanisms to, once your product is in a reasonably good shape, to actually help you take them and launch them into the market, either by yourself or through go-to-market partners. So there's a very strong product startup ecosystem that you are latching into when you are participating in this program, when you are engaging with CIPD in this program. So uh, you're in good hands, and you have a brilliant startup future when you come to it. And this is all in addition to actually being mentored by people who have founded their own companies themselves. So the CEOs of BiSquare Systems, MoMagic, and all these companies that I just talked about, uh, these people actually did start their companies from scratch, and they will be mentoring you. They will be helping you build your business, build your startup. What are the chances of getting a job at the end of this course? So, we are actually making you market ready. I already just talked about how industry mentors will be mentoring you, how the curriculum itself is curated and built by industry mentors, by our partners. So you're not learning from textbooks actually. You're learning from people who are going to hire you. So the job prospects are bright. You also heard our students talk about them. They are also feeling that by the kind of network that they get access to, the career prospects have enhanced significantly. So, what kind of value addition this would have on my CV when I take this course? So, the value of this course is truly unmatched. When we are looking at it, as I mentioned already, we do not have such a curriculum anywhere else. All your BTech programs or your diploma programs, they simply teach you one skill. If it is computer science, they teach you software. If it is electronics, they teach you hardware. If it is uh, mechanical, you do not get a clue of what electronics or software would lead to. Over here in this program, we will be bringing in concepts linked to all the different dimensions. And what I have not yet mentioned about is aspects like business development, aspects like program management, aspects like IP protection. We'll be talking about and taking you through experiential workshops on various range of topics. You will actually be protecting your product. If you have an idea which is worth protecting, we will actually help you file your patent so that that becomes a moat for you to get more funds for your startup. So whether you are looking for a startup kind of a career ahead or you're looking for a, a job, you are actually getting ready for a wonderful career going forward. So Ishraq is asking that he's graduated recently with ECE and is willing to join the VLSI industry. Uh, so uh, Ishraq will actually be working on products. It is not just chips or ICs or FPGAs. So you'll be working on real products, and if that requires a microcontroller, we'll be working on a microcontroller. If that requires a DSP, we'll be using a DSP. If that requires an FPGA-based implementation of a very high-performance system, we will use that. The products could be simple. So the basic products that you will be building with, will be starting with, will be like very basic to help you learn the fundamental concepts of building. It could be like a smart, intelligent remote control that controls your fans, your lights, your refrigerator, and other smart appliances in your home. You could be developing how do I put it? You could be developing some robots which could help you clean your home. So it could be simple products or complex products. It could be drones that you will be working on. So it depends on what you arrive at during the ideation sessions. Okay. So the program investment is 1.25 lakhs. And as I said, the 6 months program is at 1.25 lakhs, whereas a 4 month semester at IIIT Delhi is more than 2.5 lakhs. So if you're sitting just in the adjacent room, uh, access to the same elite infrastructure at IIIT Delhi would cost you more than double, and also much lesser interaction. Over here in this program, you get access to the same rich resources and infrastructure at 50% the cost and for 50% longer duration. So there is this one more question that is coming. How do we build a portfolio that helps us get embedded jobs? Okay, so as I mentioned just now that we have you'll be building products from day one. So as you build them, you will get exposed to uh, a wide range of skills. And in your resume, when you will write that all these products you have built and gone through, any recruiter will know that you are ready to, run as soon as you join. So they know that you do not require any further training. And that is where you will already be developing at least 4 to 6 products as a part of your initial training part, and then you will be developing your own product as a part of your capstone project. So that's a very broad portfolio that you'll be working on, and that will enhance your job prospects. Uh, there will be a payment for the duration as well, as they were not there for the whole time. So I would say that yes, if you really do well and you get selected for the ready cohort, ready program, then as I mentioned already in August this year, two of our CIPD participant students were selected for the ready program, and they were paid 25,000 rupees a month. So in the 6 months duration, they actually would be able to earn more than the cost of the program for themselves. So yes, if you have a product which is in a stage, or a proof of concept that you build is in such a stage that it excites our incubation partners, then yes, you will be paid for the duration of the program as well. And even if that is not the case, if you're doing well and are topper in something in your college or things like that, then there are also scholarships that you can avail. Okay, so what's the difference between a prototype and a production-ready product? Okay, that's an interesting question. Uh, prototype is okay, so I would rather answer it as there is a proof of concept and then there is a production-ready prototype. So a prototype or a proof of concept is something which you build by using readily available modules and development kits like Nucleo boards and Arduino boards or Raspberry Pis. However, a production-ready prototype, when we talk about that, that involves having gone through the grind of optimizing the bill of materials, choosing the exact right microcontroller, for example, which is right for your product. It is about identifying the right interfaces so that you can have the lowest bill of materials that is possible. It is about designing your PCB, building it, getting to solder the stuff, assembling the product there, integrating the software onto it, and all that. So a production-ready prototype is something that you could actually, it has a full enclosure, it is something that you could actually give to your user to experience, whereas a proof of concept is something that you just give as a demo. So when you are pursuing your BTech projects, even if you did work on a product or a development like that during your BTech project, then I'm kind of confident that you would either have worked on breadboards or with development kits, but would not have had the opportunity to build something like a production-ready prototype. So yeah, that's the classic difference between a proof of concept and a production-ready prototype there. Okay, so there is this one more question about the residential part of the program. So, no, we do not have residential uh, facility available at IIIT Delhi, but we have partnerships with a lot of PG paying guest facilities around IIIT Delhi, which have agreed to offer uh, discounted rates to our students in the IPD-CP program. So we can link you up with them, and you can negotiate and you can work out what works best for you. So is there any further question? Okay, so if there are no further questions, I would like to close this session. But before closing, I would want you to fill this poll. Once you fill this poll, I will be sending you a, a discount coupon in your email so that you can uh, apply with a reduced application fee. So, okay, I'm also talking about whether you want to be a part of CIPD Ambassador Challenge. So it's a challenge that we have launched very recently, through which if you share about or amplify some of our posts, you will actually um, be eligible for a lot of goodies from CIPD. So if you want to be a part of that, please respond accordingly, and we will have the material sent to you so that you can also amplify those posts and be a part of it. And if you know people who are interested and could benefit from this program, please tell them about this program. You can ask them to apply, or that you can share the webinar link with them. They can themselves also register and get to see this webinar by themselves. And if you have any follow-up questions, please do not hesitate to write to us at cipd@iitd.ac.in. I'm putting this also in the chat window for you to see. And for those of you who have responded to the poll, we will also share with you the discount coupon, which you can use to uh, get the discount on the application fee there. So I would like to thank you for being a part of this session. And I'm really looking forward to have you in my class from 5th of January. So all that you need to do is scan this code, fill the application form, pay the discounted application fee. We will send you the discount code in your email, and get going. So all the best, and see you around.